Codename, Nightshade.
Codename, Beatrice Hotbottom.
And we are beep boop boop boop. The book coming.
Yeah. We're so sexy.
We're so mysterious. You don't even know who we are.
I could be a spy.
Oh, yeah. Because it's spy month.
Very, very closely could I be a spy. I'm basically a spy.
I mean, yeah. People don't know you.
Yeah.
People don't know me. People don't know
I'm
anything.
unassuming. You don't look at me and think, oh, she knows.
That's the perfect
But what if I do?
reason to be a spy,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
I could do
Sneak it about.
Yeah.
This is the last book in Spy Month.
Yeah. And what
new
a
month
good
for us.
close to
What a
Spy
good close.
Month.
Good close. But as I said, we are the book coven.
Yep.
And we are the people who read the books, give you the reviews and the chats on the books.
Yep, sure are.
Off the books, on the books.
You bet your bottom we are.
It's your hot bottom.
Hot bottom.
Hot bottom. We've got the podcast, which you're listening to.
Yep.
We've also got the YouTube, which you're watching right now.
Watch more of.
Watching right
Por
now.
favor.
Por favor. We've got some spells
Por
and
favor.
stuff on it. Oh, the books. And extra book reviews.
Yeah,
Little bonus,
we're
little
doing
bonus
that now.
sprinkles.
We're doing so many new things. We're like basically awesome.
And you'll know that if you follow us.
Yeah.
And give us a review on the iTunes
Yep.
or wherever.
Yep. Every platform.
All of them.
All of them at once. 5-star reviews.
Well, thank you personally. I'll come to your house.
In the
give
middle
you
of the
cake.
night, you'll roll over. I'll be next to you in bed. Thank you.
Thank you. And then roll away. Sachet.
A kiss on the head. Goodbye.
Sachet. And the Instagram at the.book.coven. That's where some fun stuff and some spells are coming,
yeah.
coming in hot.
Oh, golly, are they?
And little reviews. Just little
Yeah.
baby reviews.
Flash of a review every now and again. You want a review?
Here you go. Splash. That was a jizz
Yep.
action. Yeah.
That's how you get it.
Jizz out a review to you. And we're closing off Spy Month, the month of March, with Red Widow by Alma Katsu.
Oh, Alma, our close
Alma.
personal friend, Alma Katsu.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically. We love you. So we're going to read the hot synopsis.
Oh, yeah. Make it hot.
Make it spicy. Lindsay Duncan worries her career with the CIA might be over. After lines are crossed with another intelligence agent during an assignment, she is sent home to Washington on administrative leave. So when a former colleague, now chief of the Russia division, recruits her for an internal investigation, she jumps at the chance to prove herself. Lindsay was once a top handler in the Moscow field station, where she was known as the human lie detector and praised for recruiting some of the most senior Russian officials. But now, 3 Russian assets have been exposed, including one of her own. And the CIA, convinced there's a mole in the department. With years of work in question and lives on the line, Lindsay is thrown back into the life at the agency, this time tracing the steps of those closest to her. Meanwhile, fellow agent Teresa Warner can't avoid the spotlight. She's the infamous Red Widow, the wife of a former director killed in the field under mysterious circumstances. With her husband's legacy shadowing over her every move, Teresa is a fixture of the Russia division. And as she and Lindsay strike up an unusual friendship, her knowledge proves invaluable. But as Lindsay uncovers a surprising connection to Teresa that could answer all of her questions, she unearths a terrifying web of secrets within the department. If only she is willing to unravel it.
Okay, that was like an essay.
Yeah, these synopses
Once
I feel
again,
like every episode they're getting longer. And
Who's
longer
in
and
charge
longer
of the
and longer.
synopses?
Love to know.
'Cause
Could have
some of
researched
them
this in between episodes, but we didn't.
Way too long.
It's true. And some are like real short and like...
I like the short. Just give me like 3 sentences. Cool.
Yeah, because normally we read the synopses here.
Yeah.
By the time I read the book, I already forget, and I do not reread it.
Oh, I forget the synopsis immediately.
Yeah.
No idea.
All I know is that I want to read this book, and yep.
Usually I see a pretty cover and I'm like, yeah.
Yep. I know
that
the
one.
genre,
I read
and
that one, I'll read that one,
and I'm in it. What genre is this? Okay. Let's go for it. Dive on in. So What was I going to say?
Potions
and pairing?
Potions and pairing.
So
Seems like the time.
I made Russian tea cakes.
Aw.
They're cute.
What is the difference between a Russian tea cake and a snowball cookie? Because they look the same.
So the snowball cookies are usually pecan or almond.
Mm-hmm.
This was filberts or hazelnuts, if you will.
Okay. Filberts.
Filberts.
Or hazelnuts? That's stupid. But all right.
So I bought me some filberts and I made these Russian tea cakes. They're not as sweet as the pecan.
Tea cakes, you can't have too sweet of a tea cake. It ruins the tea experience.
It does. We don't have tea to pair with it because Alma said that a nice red
What are we
pairs
going to drink
nicely.
tea right now? Gross. Tea's an AM or a late evening drink.
Yes.
If you drink tea in the afternoon, you're a fucking psycho. Or you're British, in which case it's fine.
You think I can read that, but I'm wearing glasses.
Is it too late to do the tarot pairing thing we talked about?
Yes. So
Well, you'll have to tell me that later.
this wine,
Yeah.
Vita Organica Malbec. It's a Malbec. It's fucking organic. I don't know. It's red. It's cold. It's organic.
It looks like it came from a nice farm.
It's pretty, and that was why it was paired
Yeah.
here. Cheers.
Chaz?
What smells good?
Oh, yeah.
Tastes good.
It's got a
not
good bite to it.
Yeah.
a good
It's
pop.
not. It's
not
an
too
asshole.
much. It's
not
not
in your
like
face.
overwhelmingly
Right.
flavorful.
Yeah.
It tastes like wine.
Yep.
Chelsea.
Yep. But
I'll
not
drink
like
that.
bitter. And
Yeah.
gross.
Sometimes you drink
Sometimes-
a red wine and you're like,
Yeah, exactly. I want some flavor
but you
with
still
my
drink
bitters.
that bottle at every
Well, yeah,
sip.
of
You're like,
course. You paid like $10 for it. You gotta finish it.
that gnarly fucking whatever it was called.
Oh, gnarly head?
head or
Yeah.
tree or whatever. Ugh.
I think it was gnarly head, because it was for the book with someone's head
Yeah.
got cut off.
Let me
or
tell you,
something.
that was a rough bottle to drink.
Yeah. Brandon's parents liked that wine, and she was talking about it, and I was like, man, you've got great taste in wine. They really do. They have the best taste in wine, but I hate that wine.
Gnarly, yeah. It's
I'm like, I'm so
it's
sorry.
a real
I don't
adult
like it.
wine.
yeah.
That's perfect for like 50
Is that it? It's an adult wine?
Yes.
Sometimes I feel adult, and sometimes I feel like
the
a
more
child.
adult wines, they taste,
More bitter.
yeah, they're just hard to get
Yeah,
down. You're drinking and
it's
you're
true.
like, ooh.
It takes years of wine experience.
Yeah.
And I've been drinking a lot of white lately, so
Yeah,
This is a
I
rough
like,
go.
summer's coming, so it's going to be rosé season, baby.
rosé. Yeah, agreed. So we're gonna do things a little bit different this week because this book just came out.
Yeah.
You might not have read it, and we don't
Yeah.
want to ruin it for you. So
I
we're
just
gonna
finished
start.
it last
There you
night.
go. We're gonna start spoiler free. Then we're gonna
Okay.
dive on in. to the
If you
spoilers.
hear me once again start to say a spoiler, just punch me right in the face. Or, throw something at me. Yeah, go and then stop.
Excellent. That's how it's done. So what did you think, spoiler free, of this book?
Oh, I loved it. She did it again.
She did it
Alma,
again.
I didn't know what to expect. I don't like spy novels.
I know, me neither, normally.
And honestly, like, if you pick this book apart, really, it's not like some sexy James Bond spy novel.
No, which is what I appreciate.
Yeah, it's people, they just go through a bunch of paperwork.
Yeah.
Really, the whole book. It's like
Kinda.
an office drama.
Yeah.
It should have been boring, but I was like, damn, spill that tea, girl.
That's the thing. I think because going into it, so like the biggest thing about this book is that it's completely realistic because she worked
Yeah.
for a couple government agencies for like 30 years.
No big deal.
No big deal. So she has like the inside know on exactly what goes down, right? So like knowing that this is, I think that was it. That's what
Yeah.
kept it interesting.
She
knowing that
said
this
it.
is exactly how it would go.
Yeah.
Minus some key details, of course,
Yeah.
that are like still a
It
secret.
just, I can't believe it was still so exciting.
I know.
Because they really only had the one like field op at the
Yes.
end.
Yeah.
And that one kind of like seduction. But other than that, it was just different people going through paperwork
And questioning
people.
I love the questioning.
And it should have been boring because it's like almost 400 pages.
Yeah.
But I was into it. I
loved
was like,
it.
tell me more.
I know.
Who's lying to whom? Everyone.
Everyone.
Building
It makes
built
sense.
with lies.
And I loved that it was like the Russia division versus like the American division, because that's how it always is,
always
right?
Russia and
It's always
China.
Russia. Yeah.
Russia, China, America, they'll never fucking like each other. I don't know why they keep trying.
Way
It's
she goes.
never going to happen. If everyone
200
could just
years.
relax about it.
200 years.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, stop poisoning each other. My
Please.
God. I feel like I learned a lot reading this book.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I learned I could maybe do what they do, the office work stuff.
Oh, be like a handler?
yeah.
yeah.
I could definitely not be out in the field spy, like a spy.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, fuck no.
And then you get caught, arrested, murdered. The list
but
goes
maybe
on.
like the office people.
That'd
Just
be
like,
fun.
Can you read through these 87 files? Sure.
I couldn't, because then they'd have your whole life. Like, they'd be watching you all the time.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't actually work for a spy agency.
Right?
I
It's
already have a fucking paranoid problem.
Yeah.
Every time someone talked to me, I'd be like, why?
Why?
What do you want
Well,
from me? What's
exactly.
the agenda?
Maybe that's good, though, for working there, because then...
But then
you're
your whole
always
life.
suspicious.
Your
Oh,
whole
yeah,
and
that's
then I'd
true.
always think I'm about to get offed.
That's true. You meet a cute guy, and it's
Yeah.
just like, well,
Like,
he's going
he's
to
a
murder me.
fucking spy.
Yeah, exactly. You from Russia, bro?
Don't get out of here.
Get out. But yeah, we're like horror readers and stuff, and
Yeah.
and we still enjoyed this book, so I think it's worth the read if you haven't read it
She's
yet.
still
It's a
a
good
good author.
thriller, good mystery.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean,
She makes good characters. I think that's why I was thinking
deep
about her books.
characters. They're
Why
really,
why I've liked every book that I've read. Yeah. I think it's the characters.
No, that makes sense. She does write really good characters. They're always in depth and very very well described.
Yeah.
And their growth throughout the book is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Things happen in a very fluid way.
Yes.
Everything, her writing style is very descriptive, but like in
and everything matters.
such a good way.
Everything weren't
matters,
any chapters where I thought like, okay, we went
didn't
over
need that.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Everything has a purpose, and it's
Yeah.
definitely worth the read.
Spycraft. It's probably from CIA. Mm-hmm. Don't write it down unless you have to, unless it's important.
Burn after reading.
She burns her manuscripts after.
Wait, shit.
She gives it to her editor and fucking now toss it.
Now toss it. But wait, publish it first. Ah! Well, shit. Okay, so if you've come this far and you haven't read the book, you could leave now and then come back later.
Spoilers?
Because we're going to dive in to the
Okay,
spoilers.
so here's who did it. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm ready. So I wanted to talk about the genres themselves for this book, because like it was thriller, mystery, spy, right?
Yeah.
I think it fit all of them really well. Thriller, it could have maybe been a little more thrilling, I guess, because we didn't get very much field agent action.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it fit the thriller just because of the murders that put you on edge.
So many.
The intro of the book being Popov's death.
Yeah.
Like that intro was
It would
fantastic.
It'll be more of a thriller when it's made into a TV show.
Yes, which is yay happening.
Hopefully soon, yeah. Reading it, I guess it's not like crazy. It's softer on the thriller side.
Softer.
But there's some thrills.
Definitely some thrills. Yeah, that was a great intro. I loved it.
As soon as she started, like, yep, he boarded the plane and started having problems. And I was like, well,
I
he's
liked that
gonna
it was
die.
the perspective of the flight attendant.
Yeah.
Because then she wasn't relevant ever again, but it was so cool.
What a rough
seeing
flight,
it from that.
yeah.
It felt like watching a movie,
Yeah.
which I like. That was
I like
neat.
the pilots are like, well, I don't know if I don't want to turn around.
Yeah. They're like, oh, not this again.
We're going to fucking land in like 40 minutes. Keep them alive.
Yeah. She's fucking CPR.
I'm a flight attendant, damn it, not a doctor.
They've got to be trained at CPR, though.
A little,
right?
but there's
Yeah.
only so much. I mean, they train
I
a lot
know.
of people.
Yeah.
I've had CPR training, but really, if I'm the only one that's there
You're
to save
dead.
you, it's not going to be good. But
Bye.
I'll just look at you like, shit.
Hey, anyone else want to take over?
I'm going to have a cookie.
Cookie. So mystery, of course, it fit mystery. It was a great spy novel. There was the pure air of mystery the whole time. Is it good?
Which is good.
Yes, excellent. Main characters spend the book uncovering the truth behind the murdered and missing double agents in Russia, which was nice. We got the reveal of part of the mystery like pretty early on,
That was another
like
thing
halfway
I
through.
really liked.
I liked that.
Usually with spy novels, you don't know what's happening
Yes.
until the very end. This one, she was like, okay, Teresa's the mole.
Yeah.
And then quickly it was like Eric Newman's in on it.
Yep.
And then like, here's exactly what Russia did. Here's exactly what Eric, it was all there.
It was nice because,
Yeah.
you got, because at first you're thinking like, what fucking asshole's doing this? And then you realize it's Teresa and you find out her motive and you're like, oh, well, now I don't think she's an asshole. Which is even better. I love when you're made to like the villain.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Because
I can't believe she was the mole. I went into it thinking like, surely she's not going to be the mole. The
I
book's
know.
named after her.
Yeah, exactly.
But
She's the mole. Yeah. She had good reason. And then, of course, spy as the theme. Being spy. Because it's a spy novel. Espionage.
As they say.
Yeah. So it didn't have the 007 crazy gadgets, sexiness, and whatever, which I appreciated because, like, that's been overdone, you know? Every spy novel is a fucking James Bond.
Yeah, eventually that's
novel.
boring.
Yeah. I
There's
mean,
only so many people you can shoot.
yes.
And then you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can use a gun. Good for you.
Yeah. So it felt nice that this was like total CIA operation. This is just like, this is what the investigation looks like.
That's super funny.
It was fun.
They don't catch you with the sexy James Bond. They catch you with fucking paperwork.
Paperwork.
You logged in, bitch. I got you.
I got you. I see that web of internet browsing history.
Beep, boop, beep.
Beep,
There
boop,
she
boop.
is.
But again, written so well.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even mad about it. So funny.
I thought Teresa was doing a good job being a double agent, but really, like, she found out instantly.
She did. Yeah. She didn't.
So I don't know if Teresa was just bad or if Lindsay's just real good.
I think she's just real good. Eric
I
didn't
wouldn't
think
have
she'd be
thought
that
to
good.
look at the stuff she was looking at.
No. Like her finding out about, well, I mean, Teresa pointed her to the CIA Facebook.
Yeah, she did kind of. Maybe a part of her wanted to get
Maybe.
known,
Maybe.
taken.
Deep down.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
Who doesn't? Want me taken deep down? Take me deep down, boys.
Deep down. That's the name of your next porno. Take me deep down. The relationships in this book I thought were of
They were
super importance.
They had some extra zest to them.
Yeah. So women supporting women, I thought,
Is the best.
felt like a theme here because it started Lindsay and Teresa. She started talking to her. They started becoming friends, even though people in the office were kind of swaying Lindsay away from her, which is like, fuck you guys, first of all.
because her husband died.
Oh, she's a
she's gonna be
widow. She's kind of
emotional.
weird now. Fuck you. So I liked that they were together in that sense. I was a little worried for a bit once finding out Teresa was the mole because I thought,
Yeah, I
like,
didn't
are we
want
going to
them
get
to
like,
fight.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't want this to be like woman versus woman kind of thing.
They swore, I like these gals. They sat down together. They're like, listen.
They actually fucking talked about it.
I know you're a spy.
Yes.
And she tried for a second to be like, no, I'm
No,
not.
I'm not. And it's like, bitch.
But yeah, she was like, yeah, I'm a spy.
It's because she said, I know you are, but here's how I want to help. And that was when it was like, well, let me throw out this poison that I've put into your cup.
Oh, yeah.
she was ready to kill her or like
The things you do
you
for
know,
love.
disable her for like a moment,
Yeah,
you know?
disabled. Yeah, they were super cute. And I hope they stay close spy friends.
Yeah. Because most of the time in books, I think it's important to point out that like women will only talk to each other when it's about a guy or something.
Yeah.
Right. So or in horror books, women, you know, it's a family. So it's only ever the woman talking to her husband. So it's kind of neat to have like a woman talking to a woman and trusting her and then not
And
trusting
also-
her and then trusting her again.
The fuckery that women get, even in the CIA,
Yep.
they're still gaslighting them. They're still fucking like Lindsay's whole thing where she got in trouble for sleeping with a British
Oh
spy.
my God.
I guarantee you he's not in trouble
Right.
in England.
Yeah.
They probably don't give a fuck.
No.
They're probably like, good on you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Her?
Double
Oh,
standards.
she let her
Rampant.
emotions get the best of her. She obviously fell in love.
Such a woman thing.
Who
Fuck
else are they gonna date? They're spies.
Right? Who's going to understand them like
Yeah.
another spy? I guess you could go for one in the agency, like Teresa and Richard. But also, do you want to date someone you work side by side with? That's kind of...
It's fun if you're spies for different countries.
Kind of.
Like, what
Like,
are you
I
doing?
can't tell you.
I'm your enemy, but your wife. Ooh.
They're allied countries. It's fine.
Yeah,
it should be okay.
It's just England.
If it was Russia, sure,
Yeah, that's
then
the
be
problem.
upset.
But jolly old England
I
and
know.
the U.S., they're fine.
Yeah, get over it.
Relationships are all right
Get
over there.
it, right? Ugh. I really liked the relationship between Handler and Asset.
Yeah.
That was cute because, like, Richard and Olga had a relationship, and like
I'm glad
some
he didn't
people, some
cheat
people
on her.
thought he cheated with her.
I mean, they
but,
never
like,
said he could have been.
he could have, but I think it was just to showcase how close you get to your Asset. Because he was like, no, I'm gonna go save her because they work together like every day.
Yeah.
And it's her
Also-
safety is kind of his responsibility.
And also because she was Putin's housekeeper.
Yes.
I feel like she would be doubly fucked in jail. Like
Yes.
she would get tortured
Exactly.
the worst ways possible.
And that also makes her one of the most valuable assets.
Yeah.
Right? So he's thinking that too. Like,
The hard man.
we need,
That's a code name.
great code name. We need to save her because, like, she's gonna get killed instantly. And
Real bad.
She did. But,
She
you
gonna
know.
get killed good.
Yep.
Get real bad. Did she get killed? Oh yeah, she did.
She did. And then Lindsay was Popov's handler. And she had it. She thought he was like a father figure,
Yeah,
and
they
they
were
had
so
such a good
nice.
relationship. And she had to leave because of her whole thing in Beirut with the
Ew.
British spy. She got suspended, right? But she like broke completely when she found out that he died.
Yeah, because she lost another father figure.
Yeah, bananas, crazy. That showed how close their relationships were.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how CIA people do it.
It's crazy though, right? Because like he's a Russian spy who decided, no, I'm going to spy for you now too,
Yeah.
and you still get that close to him because like I guess they
and
they
you
work
know,
really
like
close
every
together.
day, you're like, okay, are they gonna find him in Russia? He's
Yeah.
in Russia. She's over there. So if
Yeah.
he gets had, like, really, what's she gonna do?
Well, he must have taught her so much,
Yeah.
right? Because she's so much younger than him.
Yeah,
So yeah,
it was cute.
and then I'm excited if there was a sequel.
It sounds like there's gonna be a sequel.
Yeah, I'd be excited to see Lindsay and Tarasenko's
That's gonna
relationship.
So he's definitely they're gonna.
He's the misogynistic, like
Yeah.
pure, like macho Russian man. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
and he
picture in the
wants
movies.
her.
Yeah,
So he's gonna be gross and like he's gonna try to seduce her
Yeah,
probably, and she might have to.
she's just
like,
gonna be like, no, bro.
or like maybe she'll try to do like what Teresa did, try to go like, okay, yeah, ooh, I'm so into you, kiss, kiss, and then poison. It's gonna be a real hate relationship, but like they need
Cheeky.
each other.
It'll be cheeky too.
'Cause I
He's
don't-
gonna do stupid shit. All
I
the
don't know
time.
enough about him to say like if he's gonna change his ways.
Right. I don't know if he'd change his ways, but I think he'd do cheeky shit to like try
Yeah.
and impress her and stuff, just
Yeah.
because he wants to show that, like,
It's really like I don't want to say like it's sexy because he's a piece of shit, but there is also an element of like it's gonna be hot when they try to seduce each other,
kind of.
and I'm gonna be reading it like, no, don't do this,
but do it. And that's the best relationship there. Don't do it. But do it.
Listen, it's not real life. Real life, don't do
No,
this.
no, no.
Books,
Books,
sure,
yeah.
because books are so
They're
like,
titillating.
exotic.
Yeah. This is stuff that would never happen.
They're looking at each other.
A woman fucking a dragon. What? Oh, I love it. But like in real life, it's like, oh my God, what?
But she wants to be with Davis, so
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I won't fucking. But he's probably sexy.
Probably. Is he the one that had the big scar?
He had a scar on his eye. And they described him as big and burly,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And you know how I like big and burly.
Yeah, yeah.
men, So,
You know, he can just pick you up, just wrap his arms around
boy,
you.
yeah.
Just carry you
here
around.
we go.
Done deal.
I would just
Set.
request you do that. Be like, we don't have to have sex. Just carry
Just
me
carry
around
me
the
around.
house.
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Shirtless. Thank
Ooh.
you. Bye.
While I rub oil on you.
Just beefy, beefy,
Beefy,
beefy.
beefy. Pretty much.
Another
That's
reason I can't
Tarasenko.
be a spy. I would go straight for sexpionage.
Yes.
Every time.
And then you get there and you're just like, wait, what was I doing? Like,
so I must sleep
Shit.
with the president? No,
nope.
not what I said. You'll install a bug by having sex.
Having sex with who? Who am I sleeping with? No one. God damn it.
I just like sex. That's a real term.
It is. I watched
They do
Spycraft.
Yeah,
and sex
I watched the
espionage.
sex espionage.
So funny.
Oh, she's at it again with the dang sex espionage.
You saw that I can't see. Oh my God, I broke your glasses. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
It'll go back together.
Oh, that's fine.
Oops. It's my wig. I broke the glasses. The sex espionage episode, the like Russian woman who became famous and like
Yeah.
had her own TV
Yeah.
show.
Oh, Russia doesn't give a fuck.
It's so
And
funny.
like the Russian spies, they're probably like hot shit.
That reminded me of Archer, though,
Yeah.
because he's like supposed to, he tells everyone that he's a spy
Yeah.
and that he's like, I'm the sexiest spy and the world's
Yeah,
best,
that's Russia.
deadliest spy. Yeah, that was them.
They probably go to bars like, yeah,
I'm a spy.
I work for the government.
Don't tell anyone.
We'll just say like, yeah, I work for the government, and then
and then like wink.
they'll be so like, just like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at me.
There's probably a lot of people who do that.
Yeah. Oh, because like I said, Russia doesn't give a fuck. They have like bears as house pets. I keep seeing that on TikTok.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, is that the same as people thinking we live in igloos?
They're just really extreme. Like even their poisons are like
The fact
next
that poison
level
is their
poisons.
choice of murder
Yeah.
because
and it's not even
painful
just like, oh, you get poisoned, you die. It's like
No.
you die slowly.
Slow, yeah.
In the world, like your innards explode.
they're dicks.
Russia's just like, what clever ways can we kill you?
They'll know it's us, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. I like Tarasenko.
Tarasenko, yeah.
Tarasenko. His description of America, how like soft they are.
Yeah.
Like America used to be of note, but now weak.
We could take them.
Yeah.
But also, I'll spy for you because, why not? He's just out for himself, right?
Oh, He's
So,
up to
like,
something. I don't trust him for
right?
one fucking minute. He'll go in there like, I told him I would spy for you.
Does that make you a triple spy?
You have to be a triple spy.
It's just, that's the only
You
way.
have to know he's going to say that to them, and then you
Yes.
can go back to the U.S. like, yeah, I know, I
Everyone's
didn't
going to
tell
think he's working for
Yeah.
them. And really, he's not. He's probably not
working
working
for
for
no
anyone.
one.
He's just like, maybe if I tell someone this, it'll get things going.
just enough to stay alive, I guess. Which it gets fucked up.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Another relationship, the intelligence spies from different agencies. I like
Yes.
that. I like that it's like a rule
FBI,
that they're not
CIA.
allowed. I get it. But again, like we said, it
It's cool that CIA.
if you're from allied countries,
yeah,
shouldn't it be okay? You still have
as
secrets,
long as
I
you
guess.
don't, because I mean, in the agency, if you don't have clearance, you don't tell those people, even though
Of
you
course.
work with them. So it should just be the same.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of like dating someone that's a lower level in the agency, which
Yeah.
maybe is also frowned upon. Who
I mean,
knows?
if there was issues between the countries, okay.
Yeah.
Like if something came up, you probably
Right.
have to break up. But American,
it seems like
UK,
muddy
they
waters,
seem fine.
but yeah.
MI6 is fine. Relax about
I know,
it, guys.
I know. I guess it's just an ethics. I don't know. But I'm really glad we didn't dive too deep into that story.
Yes, there weren't any.
It wasn't like a heavy
lovey
romance.
Even with Teresa and Richard,
Yes.
there weren't unnecessary sex scenes and like.
Yeah, and too much about like, oh, I loved him so much.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like there. That's her reason.
Yeah. It's a person,
Here we go.
Father of her children. He's being God knows what is happening to him
Yep.
in a Russian cell. So I'll get him out.
Yeah, no,
Finn.
it was great, and we didn't even find out why Lindsay was on suspension for so long, which is great.
Yeah,
it wasn't
who her
just like,
enemies
oh, I
are.
had a relationship. Oh, I miss him. Oh, I love him. Like she never talked about it. I love that.
Classic,
It's great
yeah.
because I'm so sick of like romance is
Yeah, I don't
normally
need to
the
know. You have a
pinnacle.
boyfriend. You have a girlfriend. All right, cool. Just,
Let's get on with the story. Yeah, exactly. So that was great. And then Eric and Teresa.
Oh, I knew he was up to something.
See,
Eric.
yeah, up to something, but like, ew.
He was
He was
up to-
obsessed with
yeah, he wanted
Teresa.
to be Richard,
so he's
basically.
like, yeah, oh good, Richard's gone. Maybe I can weasel my way in now. No.
She doesn't need to know her husband's alive.
Oh,
She'll
God.
just, again, her emotions. She'll just be worried.
Emotions. I can save her from her.
She
her
handled
sadness.
herself pretty well.
She fucking
You broke
did.
down and disappeared instantly in shame. So
I know, goes to her apartment super drunk, just like, oh, you fucking ruined it.
she was just, you know, she fell in love with who she fell in love with. She's
Yep.
living her life. You made this whole fucking elaborate plan to get her husband imprisoned in Russia.
And not
So-
tell her.
and not tell her.
And
So
then try and get a promotion.
Who can't handle their emotions.
I know,
here.
he seemed like a psycho.
Yeah.
I didn't trust him
Oh,
right from the
no.
get-go.
I figured he made.
Who is this man?
I figured he just knew about it.
Right.
I didn't think he would, but then he got it's the real charming, like high up people. Don't trust him.
No.
Never.
No. Yeah, he wasn't even like that high up. And I think that was his problem. He wanted to be higher up, right? He wanted to be 7th floor.
Yeah.
Psycho. What about, how do you become a double agent? Like, that's
You have to.
my reigning question, because, like, what convinces you to switch sides? So Popov, Nestorov, and Kulikov, how did they all decide, like,
Popov, I think they said it was because he
He-
was
yeah.
ashamed of his country and how
something happened,
they
it made
weren't
him ashamed?
Yeah, they weren't doing anying to help the country.
people.
It was just to, the oligarchs in Russia.
And
are,
he
like,
was super sick of that.
Yeah. All the power goes to them, and the other people, fuck them.
Yeah, so maybe it's the same for the other two.
It could be something
just
like
kinda
that.
sick of it.
Also, it said in the book, when someone, like, if you have a gambling problem, like that one girl.
That one girl, yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you need money, if you fucked up in
Yeah.
some bad way, then
Yeah.
you'll go to an enemy country. Like, hey,
Well, that's because, yeah, that's what Alma was saying, is that, like, people just want money. Like, they become a spy because they want money. So they'll,
Does it ever
someone,
go well?
I know, if someone offers them more money, like, hey, spy for us, they'll just be like, okay.
but then yes, you have money, but is it worth it to look over your shoulder the rest of your life?
So
Because now you know both those countries will try to kill you.
it's funny because that's my normal thought. But I've, like, worked with and adjacent to, and like, people who have such confidence that it's like they don't see that as an issue. It's not an option that they're going to get caught. It's just like, yeah, no, everything's fine.
That
This is just
should
what I do.
be
You know what I like?
An issue.
No, some people are just so
That's
confident
insane. No.
that I know.
If
I
I
know.
had-
can you
if I
imagine
was a
having that
powerful-
confidence?
No. It's so you can't trust confidence. It'll only take you so far. If I was a powerful ruler and someone from the enemy country said like, "Hey, I'll give you secrets." I would for sure want to kill him after. He gives me what I want and I kill him.
True.
America, technically, they're not supposed to kill like
Right.
their double agents.
Yes.
They don't
Just
believe
arrest
in
them.
that. Yeah. Supposedly. I don't know. Hey, I don't work for you guys. What y'all do behind closed doors, that's on you.
We don't live there. We don't know.
So America probably would leave you alone, just, fire you. You'd be in disgrace. Or you'd go to
Right.
jail.
Yeah.
For us, we jail you. Whereas like Russia or China, you die.
Yes.
So either way, you have, I couldn't live that life after.
Yeah.
Even with all the money in the world, they'll find you.
True.
You can
well,
find people.
there were 3 agents that she named in the book that I looked into because it sounded like a real life thing. And they were real.
Oh, they're actually
So Robert Hansen, he was in the FBI, arrested for espionage.
okay.
Aldrich Ames, he was a CIA double agent working for the KGB. He got found out as well. And then Ana Montes, she was caught spying for the Cubans. So they were real world examples that
Damn.
Alma put in there as like people that the CIA was making an example out of, saying that like they were shown to new recruits as a way to like, if you see your colleague suddenly comes into money or is suddenly chummy and then distant, and it's, they're looking for something from
But it's
you.
insane that they all still do that, even
They
though
do.
you're trained
I know,
to look
to
for
notice
that.
it.
So they're going to notice that.
Yeah.
So why are you still doing it? Money makes you fucking dumb.
Winning
You think
question.
you hold $1 million and you think you're invincible.
I think it's one of those things we all There are certain jobs where you like look up to and you're just like, wow, that person must be some sort of whatever, right? Like doctors and a surgeon or a lawyer or something. You know, jobs where it took you a long time to get your education, but then when you meet those people in real life, you're just kind of like, you're just a fucking
We're
person.
all just a bunch of fucking idiots just stumbling around.
No one's special because of their career.
Yeah.
It's what you do in your own time that makes you
and then think about those surgeons. You have to operate on people. I don't want to fucking deal with that. No.
You made a poor life choice.
Someone's life is in my hands?
No. Oh, I've been in enough surgeries to know that that's a terrifying thing. Even though I didn't do the surgery and it was animals and I'm still there just like panicked like, oh my God, this is all on me right now, man.
Wild. They froze my legs and I saw them move my legs around, but you can't feel it. So like one of them was like up in the air and I was just there like, ah.
That's weird. None of the animals that we've operated on were awake.
Frozen? Yeah.
They were just like, you just see suddenly like the doctor's pulling out intestines and I'm just there like,
I don't want to.
Well, he's still breathing, so I guess we're good.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. You do that all day. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Every job.
Surgery takes hours.
You think it's just everything's so fucked up and weird. Don't look at people and be like, oh, their life is set.
No, exactly. Just because someone has a job that's maybe enviable, it doesn't mean.
But then think about what they got to do all day.
True.
Could you do that?
Well,
are you that kind of person?
There's got to be someone for everything, right?
Yeah.
Because like even factory work, you couldn't do that all day.
That's the big thing. I'm trying to not be like envious, jealous of people. Think like, oh, I don't have like what that person
exactly.
have.
Yeah.
Because like
everyone's in their own situation. Yeah. It's kind of like thinking that like when someone said like Lady Gaga says they're depressed, you also don't want to think like, oh, what do you have to be depressed about, right? Because it's like it's all relative.
Yeah.
You can be famous and rich and still be depressed because
pain. She has fibromyalgia.
Exactly. Yeah.
She's in pain all the time.
Yeah.
And some people will still just get stolen.
Some people even know that she has that and is in pain all the time, and they're still like, "Oh, woe is you because you're rich." Like, wow, being rich isn't everything, folks.
Yeah, I'm starting to change like how I think about.
That's good.
People and things, and not like want things out of lack.
Yeah,
which is hard.
That is hard,
but
yeah,
I'll figure it out.
It helps you get it better if you have a positive outlook on it. Like, I want this because it's going to improve this area, or like I don't need this, but I want it because of this.
Yeah,
but I'm okay where I am right now.
It's hard to.
It's very
trick
hard.
Your brain out of that fucking nonsense.
I know.
One day.
Yeah. So, thought patterns.
Mm-hmm.
This book really opened my eyes around the stigma people have about widows.
Ooh,
I know it's random, but like, fuck. I didn't realize. Like,
which is weird because.
Very weird because it's just, they're still a person.
Yeah.
But their husband died. And suddenly everyone's gossiping and talking about her as if she's like, oh, there she is, the widow.
Yeah, I don't know why that's like scandalous.
Well, at first I thought maybe it was just overdone for the book. And then I looked into it and apparently women actually think that they're like, they actually feel, women more than men, they feel ostracized after they've been widowed because suddenly the friends they had that were in couples, right? Which is like, if you're 40, everyone is a couple. So suddenly they weren't getting invited to things.
Oh my God.
And like,
they're still your friend.
No, not anymore. Suddenly they're losing their friends.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, people talk to them as if they're this fragile being. And she's just there like, fuck, my husband died. Yeah, but I'm still a goddamn human.
Yeah.
So like, this really opened my eyes to that. I had no idea. And I'm glad that was like I'm glad that was in there because I wouldn't have known. And knowing that, now I'm like, offended, but like it helps you be more mindful, right? Like
it's so shocking when spies do this shit. Y'all are spies.
I know.
You're protecting the country. You're 9
but
to
they're
5
there like
is saving the world.
Nope.
I think Teresa doesn't have a husband.
She's
sad.
Her husband died.
That's sad.
But it also shows the stigma we have around aging women, right? Because she's in her 40s. And she is almost like discarded trash after that. Like, well, you have a kid and you have a dead husband.
No man in your life.
Yeah, like what use are you now? Whereas like it's been shown that if this happens to a man, like the men are more likely statistically to remarry than the women.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
there'll
also
probably be that
sad.
one guy who's like, haha, it's, you're free now.
Yeah, right?
Don't got the old ball and chain.
Sir, my husband's
I'm miserable. I'm depressed.
like, what? I wouldn't have known.
Okay.
I wouldn't have had any fucking idea. They pissed me right off, but I'm glad it was in there.
Yeah, I've never looked at a widow and thought, like, oh, I'm going to tiptoe around you now.
You're discarded now. You're done.
People die, and it hurts.
It hurts.
And that's
If anything,
sad.
they need your support more
Yeah.
than your like
Help 'em.
backstabbing.
If they break
weirdness.
down in front of you, I'd just be like, all right.
That's the thing,
You
right?
want me to cry?
People still
Yeah.
take like
And why is it so...
mental illness as this like
if someone's
taboo
breaking
thing.
down, like,
Why do you walk away?
let them fucking break down?
Yeah.
It's awkward for you, but look, what kind of state are they in?
Well, that's the thing, right? It's not about you right now.
Yeah, they're fucking
gotta, like-
weeping in public.
You have to dissociate.
What's happening with
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, you have to like become out of yourself and become that person and be
Yeah.
like, how can I help you? You need to cry?
Yeah,
Cry.
let people cry. Let people be angry.
Just let it happen.
As long as no one's hurting anyone.
Yes.
Let them just rat it out.
Rat it.
See
Rat
what
it.
happens.
Rat it.
I'm still awkward as fuck around crying people, but I'll stay in the room.
It's
I'll
hard
just,
to
like-
know what to do.
I don't know what to say because I panic. But I'll still sit there like they're there.
It's one of those things. Some people want to be hugged. Some people don't want to be touched.
Yeah, I
so
don't
like,
wanna be
unless you
touched.
know, it's like, which one do I do?
That's
'Cause
why you
those
just
are
stand
opposites.
there and they'll let you know what you do, and then you do the thing, and then it's fine.
Yeah, like some of our friends, I know exactly what to do, but like some, it's just like,
Wild cards,
do I
yeah.
touch you? Do I walk away? I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So until it happens, we're just gonna sit in limbo.
I don't think it's weird at all if someone's weeping. Just sit on the couch next to them, like, I'm here.
I'm not judging you. I think that's
Yeah.
like the most important thing.
You
want to
talk?
I'm not judging.
Cool. If not, I'll just sit here. You do you. You weep. It happens.
I can cry too if you want. We can both be crying. Just tell me what you need. Just start crying.
Oh, sorrow. It's a weird emotion. The
It is.
weirdest one to deal with.
It's needed though. I was like, what the fuck is all this?
Boop, boop. Ba-da-boop, boop. Ba-da-boop, boop. Ba-da-boop, boop.
The human lie detector.
Yeah, that's cool. Can you really rely on that, though? I mean, she says she's so proud of it,
I
but
mean, well, the funny thing is she didn't care. Like, she was just like, people call me the human. Why are you laughing so much? People call me the human lie detector. Like, just stop it.
It's because you started laughing.
Because, like,
oh yeah, you notice people's tics, but what if they do that on purpose to throw you off? I'm just saying you can't rely. You're not a lie detector.
But so it's been proven that the polygraph is fucking useless.
Yeah.
Like, you can completely go against the polygraph, or you can like make it so that like,
Yeah.
oh no, I'm lying.
lies are just something you can't ever know.
Technically, there are ways to find out,
There's
but like
torture and
like-
truth serums.
like when people's pupils dilate, you know that like they're thinking certain things.
I guess, but
Like, I really liked that every conversation she had, we got to read about the body language.
yeah.
And the certain weird tics they were doing, like, oh, she's suddenly looking that way, or like now
Yeah.
she's like brushing her hair back really frantically.
a fun thing to specialize in.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I would love to interrogate people. I wish I was good at picking that shit up. I don't like to look at people when I talk to them, so
know.
I don't pick up
So you're just
any of
like,
this.
Did they touch their hair? I don't
Couldn't.
know. I'm
I don't
looking
know.
Over here.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if someone's lying. I don't know. I'm just trusting that you're not.
There are ways, right? And she just knew them all. She seemed to
So
know.
she says.
she
Again,
says.
can you rely on that? I don't know.
In the book, she was pretty accurate. She was like bang on. So you know they're lying. You don't know what the truth is though. So I mean, it's only half useful.
Yeah. I mean, certain ones like Kincaid and the Cassidy guy. Oh, yeah. Instantly lying. Eric was good.
Eric was very good
He was very good.
because he had his ulterior motives were that He thought he was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think you can lie really well if you believe the lie. Like if you convince yourself of that lie in the moment. You don't have to actually believe like
Lying is,
like you can tell someone I'm the king of the world. You can be lying, right? But if you in that moment really super believe that lie, you'll tell it very convincingly. That's the key to lying. Not that I'm trying to teach people how to lie. But
lying is like everyone lies. The people who lie all the time, but you know they're lying, I'm fine with them because
are you though?
Because like they're lying, but they know that I know that I'm
still not.
We
fine
all know
with it. It's still annoying. Don't lie because who cares?
Like, are so confident with their lies. They scare me.
Yeah, but all I can think is like, what are you lying for? Who the fuck cares? No one cares about you more than you do. And when you lie like that, it's even more obvious that you care so much about you that you need to lie all the time.
I used to lie a lot when I was a youth. I would lie to be like, to try to be like someone that someone would be friends with because I didn't have any friends. So I was like, I will change myself to be like what I think you want. So I lied about having a dog.
Oh my God, Lillian.
And then one day my friend came over like, where's your dog, bro? And I actually went outside and looked under the deck gosh, I don't know. They must have taken the dog somewhere. It went on for so long.
Oh my God.
And I'm a terrible liar. I would lie. I would fucking. I was the worst liar. But I kept lying. And everyone knew I was lying.
Oh no. See, that's such a sad motive though. Like, I just want friends.
It's another reason I could not. I have no poker face.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will spin such a tale of lies, but you'll know it's absolute bullshit.
That's funny. Yeah, I dated someone who was like, just full of lies. Every time it was like, oh, where were you yesterday? And it was just complete bullshit.
You cut them open. Lies.
So believable. But then once you find out,
scary.
Once you find out that they do lie, it was very obvious because it was just like, no, that's not what happened. And then you'd get the truth because like they don't feel good about lying. So
if you're gonna lie, I'd rather you were a bad liar and then one of those
so that you can tell.
Yeah, one of those like really suave liars, like Eric Newman, where everything they say you're like,
That's true. I don't want to guess. Here's the thing, though. I don't like guessing. If you tell me something, I'm going to take it at face value of like you're telling me the truth. If you've lied, you're lying to yourself because I don't. At the end of the day, like, what's your lie doing for you in terms of being friends with me?
It's all internal.
I'm not impressed by whatever.
Everyone lies just because they want to say something. Like they want the lie to be true. It's all like selfish reasons.
That's true. I feel like I haven't lied in a very long time though because I value truth and like authenticity so much. I just love people being themselves, and if that's a giant mess, I'm fucking here for it. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be a mess.
I don't care.
I wish I learned that earlier in life.
Yeah, me too.
It's okay to be a messy bitch.
Because like now I don't judge people, and I used to so much, and it was because I was.
Oh, when you're a teenager, everything is like, oh, I have to be.
I realized though it was because I was judging myself.
Oh yeah,
and that's the way that's shadow work, right? Like you're judging people on things that you're self-conscious about with yourself.
Do shadow work.
Yes.
Because all the negative parts about you have to acknowledge them and dive into them and find the root of them.
Yeah.
Or else you'll be 30 and in therapy. Like,
you should be in therapy though. Everyone should, right? But like now, whenever I think something like someone does something and I'm like, oh, I fucking hate, and it like gets me, it grinds my gears like extremely. I think, well, why?
Yeah, where's it
What's
coming
wrong
from?
with me that made me so upset because it shouldn't, right?
It's a fucking... They need to teach this shit young.
I know.
Because now as an adult, you have to think about everything you're doing. Like, okay, but like, why am I doing this?
I know. That's the thing, though. When you're growing up, like the schools assume that your parents are teaching you something, but like
they're just
your parents are working and they've got other things going on.
Also, it's a whole other generation. The things...
It's true.
Some of the things they say, I'm like,
I know. I think
sure.
The things I learned, it's so funny. Because like I didn't necessarily learn from like my parents. Sorry, folks, but I learned from like my dad's girlfriends. He dated a lot of like wise women, and like you pick up from random strangers
Yeah,
throughout your
yeah.
life, you know? Like
Yeah.
if you meet someone in a bar or something
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
teach you like one thing, it sticks with you, right? I feel like that sticks with you more than if you're growing up with someone.
I'm starting to see all the
weird.
little things that like I'll do something and then I'll know like, oh hey, my mom does that same thing.
Oh shit, yes.
Or like my fucking dad does that.
Yeah,
And then
sometimes
I'm
I
like,
make
oh,
a
God.
face and I'm like, my mom makes that face, I'm never doing it again.
Yeah. You just see how they get you.
Yeah. Like Andrew will say something and I'll make a face and I'm like, fuck, my mom would have done
Damn
that.
it.
And then I like walk away and I'm just like, I berate myself like, no.
Oh boy, lies. I don't know. But your job, CIA, your job is lies.
And that's weird.
They have to lie to each other.
and
to other
that's why like
countries.
Teresa and Lindsay kind of were friends, but deep down they were
they
like,
were always
oh, I still
lying.
don't trust
Yeah.
her fully.
It's crazy.
CIA.
I don't know how y'all do it. Mazel tov to you, because it's fuck.
I did like her lies to, was it Kelikov? What was his name?
Kelikov. Who was Kelikov?
The one that Teresa pretended that she was going to sleep with. Like he started
Oh,
blackmailing
Kincaid,
her.
Kyle Kincaid.
Yeah, he started
Yeah,
blackmailing
that came
her.
out of nowhere.
And he's just, of course, leave it to the man to say that, like, I want money, but also I want sex.
Oh, when he said that, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to a hotel.
I know, right away. Just
I mean, I don't know if you want to poison and kill him. Actually,
Yes, you
I
do.
was
Yes, you do.
poison him, but the whole
not kill.
I
She
love
didn't
when she
wanna
was
kill.
like, "Oh, so
Oh
he's
fuck!
dying."
Oh fuck!
She's like, "I'm just gonna back up."
She was so ready to just like, you know what? I'll give him half.
He's like, "Don't worry, you're not gonna die." Then he's like,
And she's just like, shit, he might die.
This is
She fucking
turn.
runs away.
"You don't know what the poison is, girl. Russians
know.
are wild with
Yeah,
their poisons."
yeah. What if half is enough to kill and they just do full because they want him to
did
die
like-
fast?
There's Novichok in this book,
Yeah.
and then on Spycraft they mentioned Novichok.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yes, the
of
Novichok.
course.
I know that.
I'm well aware. Thank you, Alma Katsu.
That's a wild point. You put it on something and touch it, and then you just fucking die.
That's insane.
You're not even inhaling. You just
Put
die.
it on. So what if you dust a doorknob with it because you're like the next person that walks through this is going to be that guy, but then
Yeah,
someone is just
someone
like,
else.
oh, hold on, I need to go in here. Touches the doorknob, and
do
then you're
you
just
like? Do you like tackle
"Ooh."
that person, or you just let them touch it and die?
You know what? I don't think these guys care that much.
But then I would imagine. I would see if I was in that position. I would put it on multiple things.
True.
Like inside,
Just
in
in
case
case.
that one got ruined.
Right. Oh, but then you're killing
But
how
then,
many
yeah,
people?
that's like
Now suddenly everyone's dead, and you're just like, oh,
poisoning.
backing up.
It's not Game of Thrones. Don't poison each other. Just fucking shoot someone from miles away.
Right?
What are you doing?
Weird assassinations. I mean, they're harder to
Yeah,
trace.
the mist that you walk
Although-
next to someone. You're like,
In Spycraft, I liked the radioactive one because then they could trace exactly what plane seat you were on because, like, hello, the radiation leaves a fucking
Again.
footprint. You guys are stupid.
wild poison.
Wild.
There's just some
Wild.
lunatic in a lab like, what can we do?
Yeah, let's give them radioactive poisoning. Why? I want them to die so slow and so painful. But that leads me to the abuse of power. These fucking people, every time they were in a position of power, mostly men,
Yeah.
they went nutty.
I don't know why, if you give men power, they do not handle it well.
They don't.
At all.
I think it's because everyone thinks they're fucking alpha, and it turns out they're all beta. And then as
Yeah.
soon as they're in an alpha position, they're just like, fucking go.
Yeah, Teresa and Lindsay and that FBI agent, the lead one, they sorted things out in seconds.
Those
They
are all
handled it.
alpha women.
Yeah.
And they were
And
totally
look how
fine.
calm and cool and collected they are.
Yep.
Life is never turning wheel. It goes up one day and you're at the top of your game, and then you come crashing down.
So profound.
Never forget that.
Never. Yeah, the
Boys.
women handled it pretty well. Like, but the men, it was always just like, I'm going to blackmail you now.
Hotness,
I'm going
yeah.
to be a double agent because I want as much
I'm
money
gonna
as
have
possible.
sex
I'm
with
gonna
you
have sex with
because
you
you're
because
weak right now.
Yes.
And I'm horny. So let's just do
let's
it.
go. Meanwhile,
that's always
I know. The woman who took Eric's position, I loved her.
Yeah.
She was in it for like just a little blip.
5 seconds. She was like,
But she was great because she was like, hey,
Here
we're
we
going to put
go.
you in London, wink, wink. And it was like, well, shit, girl. You're
who
great.
will you date there?
I don't know. Go for it. Like
She was like, I mean, we can't like legally tell Teresa we're gonna get her husband back, but if she finds out,
yeah, we're going to,
Yeah.
we're working on it realistically. So I loved her. Eric was a piece of shit. He was using
yeah.
his power for bad.
even before he got shifty, he was too like blasé. Not like when Lindsay was going to him to try to help Masha and
yeah.
Papa,
And
what
he
was
just
his
didn't
name?
care.
Popov. His family. He was like, well, what are we gonna do for them?
Yep.
Okay,
Useless.
thanks.
Useless. And our new segment, how does this book empower women?
Ooh.
Yeah.
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 It's a good segment.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
a good one.
segment.
It's a good one.
The women in this book really, again, it points out, like, even in such crazy high position, CIA officers, men are like, listen, you don't need to know this. I don't want to tell you this because you're gonna get emotional. How are you gonna handle it? You're gonna mess it up for everyone.
Right.
Instead of just fucking telling her and trusting that she'll handle it because she's a CIA operative.
Yep. The men thought the emotion was a negative. The women were just like, no, it's cool.
Yeah. And yeah, Eric, all the fucking hoops he went through to get everything he wanted.
know.
He was so confident that they wouldn't know, Teresa wouldn't know,
Yeah.
that Lindsay wouldn't, she'd only focus on Teresa. She wouldn't see the holes with Eric.
Yeah. But he underestimated her, of course.
Of course, always.
And she completely came in, did her job like a real
Yeah.
pro, was completely.
She didn't threaten Teresa. She was like,
She did everything by the book and
Yeah.
she still came out on top.
I know what you're doing.
Yep.
Here's how we can get out of it, how you can help us.
And
instead of-
Teresa completely showcased like how women fight so hard for their family.
Yeah.
She's like, I want my son to have his father.
Yeah.
He's alive. I want my husband back. And then she even knew, she's like, he might be mad at me after this,
Yeah.
but the point is that I
And when-
freed him.
and
Like
when-
she worked so
Yeah.
hard.
And when Lindsay confronted her and she knew she was had, she was willing to not get him back
Yeah.
and know he was alive and
Yep.
still in prison.
She said, as long as my son is okay.
Yeah.
And that's like the ultimate sacrifice. She's
So.
still just like willing to put herself aside as long as her son's okay. Yeah. The women in this were fucking powerhouses.
Fire.
They were great. And I really, yeah. And Claiborne at the end, I loved her because
Yeah.
she took Eric's position, but she was the total opposite while still being professional.
She's lying about something too.
Maybe.
Everyone's lying. No.
It's the fucking spies. But yeah, the women in this were great and fucking I loved it.
Yeah.
And Lindsay didn't let her whole foible with Davis impede on her new investigation.
So you meet a sexy British spy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She still came back and she was like, yeah, I'll investigate this for you. She
Of
didn't
course.
like, oh, I'm so mad at the CIA.
She values her job.
Yeah.
And her
she's good at
talents,
it.
yes.
She knows she's good at it. The women in this were powerhouses and they were so good at their job, but also so good at like family protection and just like doing what was right for what needed to be done.
Fuck
Loved
yeah.
it. If you were in Teresa's shoes, would you have turned on the CIA?
If I had a kid, no.
No? Oh. Because he's too...
Because
Yeah.
look, he already has paranoid problems.
True.
He's a scared little boy. And again, like, can you trust the Russians ever?
No. That's a good point.
So I would always, even if they get you out of the country, I would again, you'd be looking over your shoulder the whole time, which would be fine if you didn't have a kid.
That's true. If you were alone, that's okay. She'd fucking...
Because if she got killed too, then Brian
Then he's
is
alone.
toast.
He's alone.
And he's gonna have
That's so true.
irreparable mental issues.
That's so true.
So think on that, Teresa.
No, that's so true. Would you have been Tarasenko's handler after this, like Lindsay, where she's just like, okay, I guess I'll do it?
Probably.
I would too.
Because-
he seemed like a fun challenge.
Yeah, and you know you're gonna get some good shit. Will it blow up in your face? Maybe. But
Probably.
like
But life's an adventure.
Where was she going to go without that job? You know?
Yeah.
She wanted her career. She likes her career. She got her career back. So,
She
I
did.
guess I would.
And she's getting stationed in London. So, I mean,
she knows that. She's not buying his shit. She knows he's a tricky bastard.
Yep.
And she's going to have to be on her toes around him. So,
True.
she didn't look at him and think like, ooh.
Yeah. And that's important.
Sexy spy here.
Because women don't just look at men and think that, as much as that's in books too, right? Where it's just like, oh, he's so attractive.
Yeah, no, she was like,
no.
I gotta watch this one.
Yeah, she's good at her job.
It's
right?
gonna be interesting to read those two
Yeah.
together. Just all the lies.
The lies. Which book did you think fit the spy theme the most?
I guess this one, just because like she worked for the CIA, so
it's
she
the most
would know
realistic,
how
yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
Because you can't really like. It's fun to read the James Bond stuff like in the field, but how do those things really go?
Exactly.
It seems like most of the time they like really quickly drop something off, or they kill someone in a really like fast, and then they kill you and dip.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. True. No, I thought this one fit really well, and then this was our whole purpose for Spy Month anyway. So it makes sense that it was the tip top.
Top drawer.
What's your song pairing?
Ooh, Bad Karma by Miley Cyrus.
Yes, I've been singing it every day because he hates it so much.
It's just sexy and cool, and it feels spy.
It feels spy.
Yeah.
Gross.
I picked Widowmaker, shocking, by Wasp,
Ooh.
because it seemed like the point of view of the Russians.
Wasp.
Like,
Okay.
I'm a Widowmaker. It's a fun song.
I'll look up
It's
the
really fun. It's old as fuck. But now we're going to get into our Q&A with Alma.
Ooh.
She's not here in the flesh, but we have we sent her some questions and she sent us some answers because we had some questions.
Here we go.
So we asked, how did you come up with the code names and was there any world significance? She said the code names for assets were cheeky. And the cover names for the Russian assets were about what the villain, or one of the villains, Tarasenko, thought about women. So he named his
Doll.
canary and doll because he was misogynistic. And the others followed naming protocol that the agency uses in real life, which I think is really cool. And usually the cover names or terms just come off of a list. But some agencies will let you propose your own cover terms, which I think is cool. That's how you get some weird shit.
I would go up to them like, hear me out.
Hear me
guys."
out. Let's not, don't just throw me out here, but like I got some fun ideas.
They'd always be like, no, Lily.
No. I feel like that'd be a fun, There should
That's
be
a
a
fun
guy
job.
just for code names.
Well, if there's a pre-made list, then there
Right.
probably is a guy just for
Oh,
code
yeah.
names. Like an intern.
Yeah. CIA
Can you
intern?
intern for the CIA?
That should have been a question.
Alma.
Can you? You've got to. Yeah, but you've got like level 1 clearance.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
they
just
wouldn't
like,
give you. They'd be like,
you're allowed to
"File
look
this."
at the building. That's about it.
They'd ask you to file something. Everything's redacted.
Yeah.
Just put this in a box. And
Put
don't
it in a
ask
box.
questions.
Redacted. Oh, the book feels like it really dives into the nitty-gritty details of the CIA. Did you find that you had to leave anything out for security reasons? She says, of course, yes. The entire manuscript had to go through review by the agency,
fun.
which is so
That's fun.
fucking cool.
What a fun day at the office.
Oh my God.
Instead of going through like surveillance bullshit,
just
you
like,
read
here's a
book.
book. And you're just, holy shit. I think that was like the coolest thing that she could
I
have said.
can't
It had to go
believe
through
she
the
had to
agency.
go- Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
No, that's amazing. So, like, there were probably things that were written that maybe got
got
cut,
What did
but-
she write there? Got caught.
She said you can't give away sources and methods of how the intelligence work is done. She can do the tradecraft that was seen in the book, but obviously she had to leave a lot out, which
Yeah.
is super
So
cool.
as impressive as that tradecraft is, there's things.
Yeah.
It's so crazy what they could do. These days, it's surveillance now.
Oh my
Fuck.
God. Well, there's facial recognition,
Yeah,
right?
it's
So, like, no matter where you
lunacy.
go, if there's a camera,
Oh, they got
that
you.
means like someone's hooked up to that
Then
feed.
how do you avoid that? I wouldn't know how
You
to
can't.
avoid any of this crap.
There's no avoidance.
But they do it.
some people, yeah, but not for
CIA.
long, right?
Fascinating.
Fascinating. So we also asked her if people got investigated for espionage all the time. And she said it is an ongoing thing. You're always monitored and watched, and you must provide information on your financial assets annually because most spies do it for the money.
That's fucked up.
Sudden, unexplained piles of cash is a giveaway.
Are there spies specifically to spy on
Spies?
countries' spies? Just to see and make sure everything's lined up?
I think that's part of probably everyone's job who is a spy, who is working there. It's just if someone does something fishy, it's your job to point it out, right?
Damn.
Because she did say you give up a lot of personal privacy to hold the security clearance. So some people are surprised by it, but I imagine most people are not.
She doesn't work for them anymore. I think she does consulting.
Oh, okay.
I read. But I wonder, like, do they still keep tabs on her?
Probably. Wouldn't that
Is
be
she
cool?
still sort of being watched?
Well, because when you watch Spycraft, these are people who don't work for the CIA anymore, and including the historian, right?
Yeah.
But he's giving so much information, but it's probably all stuff you can find online.
Yeah, they probably do still.
I think you can find it all online because there's even some like UFO stories and stuff where it's like the CIA was hiding this, but it's been released since.
Yeah.
Right? Just there is some stuff redacted, of course. You feel like every time there's like a thing like, oh, the FBI released this, you look at it and it's all black bars.
If I could redact paperwork, I would do that all the time.
Redacted.
You want to know? Too bad it's redacted.
I should do that in insurance. You'd get fired. That's it. No more insurance. I asked her what movie or show she thought was most accurate spy portrayal. That was your question.
Yeah.
Good one. She said she had to think of this preparing for the release of Red Widow because she knew she'd be getting this question a lot. She said The Americans was excellent. Mm-hmm. It showed that it's often a matter of nudging and tweaking as operations go on, not the big gesture, blowing up buildings and that kind of thing. The Night Manager was fantastic, and while complicated for some, it showed how the government is often involved with the bad guys, which is fun. Ooh. Strange bedfellows and all.
I haven't watched either of those shows.
Me neither, but I want to now.
I think The Night Manager has Tom Hiddleston in it.
Wait, so is The Night Manager that movie?
It's a limited series.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm pretty sure Tom Hiddleston is in it. Ooh. And the guy that played House, I forget his name.
I love him.
He's think great. That's The Night Manager. Don't quote me on it. But if so, I could maybe watch that. Because if I don't like it, then at least I can look at Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Spy shows just are not my jam. But
typically, no. Yeah, me neither. I like if it has an element of horror or thriller in it. But then I guess it's less realistic.
Yeah.
Right?
The Americans looked cool. I still don't think I'd watch it, but it looks like a good show.
It looks neat. Yeah, yeah. I asked her if she thought she'd write more books in this vein. She hopes to, and that it's her ideas for a series, but some standalones would be fun as well. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'll pick them up. So if you write them,
open-ended, so
yeah.
There could definitely be a sequel for this. With the TV show, I'm sure she's going to get a sequel.
I'd be totally happy to read now about Lindsay and Tarasenko. Like their whole thing coming up.
They're going to seduce each other and then fight each other.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to be like, yeah, Lindsay, you take him down, but also this is sexy.
She's going to be constantly fighting with him. Like he's going to be pushing her buttons and she's going to be constantly like, no, no. Because she's very just like hard pressed by the book and he seems like he's so not.
Yeah.
Right? So
I feel like women will do whatever I want them to do.
And she's like, no. So that's like the perfect relationship for a sequel. I think that'd be great. And her new book, The Fervor, she says might be coming out spring 2022.
So that will be back to her usual historical horror.
Yes.
And it's
the Japanese internment camp.
Yes, so it's going to be
I'm so excited for
fucked up.
It's going to
I can't wait.
Yeah.
What weird supernatural creature is in a Japanese internment camp?
Holy.
Because the Japanese, they have some spirits that are like, whoo, Nelly.
Well, because they had some weird beliefs during the war, right? That were they real beliefs or were they just things the government
the
told the people?
Japanese did in World War II?
Oh my God, yeah.
Whoo!
So
boy,
that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah,
100%.
It's gonna be messed up, bruh.
Yep. So that was a good conclusion to Spy Month.
Who would you cast in the TV show?
Ooh.
The only one I know for sure, I would want someone like Rosamund Pike to be Teresa.
Shit, what did she play?
She was the girl in Gone Girl.
Oh,
the wife.
okay. Okay.
Because she can be that like calm, kind of cold, elegant.
I'm picturing Lilith from Sabrina as
Ooh,
Teresa.
Oh, that would be.
She's just so cool,
Yeah.
and she's so good at playing both sides. So I feel like she'd be the perfect at like hiding her, but also being the like super friendly. Let's go get coffee.
Lindsay, I don't know, because Lindsay was younger, but how young was Lindsay?
And she was very stern. Yeah, she was much younger. Probably she was in her 30s. So I mean, like, could be ScarJo because she didn't seem to have much of a personality, and neither does ScarJo. Ayo, no offense, girl. You're still
Yeah, she'd be a good spy. Cool, like keep your cards close, spy. So yeah, it could be ScarJo. The men,
Oh my god, I don't even. Who's that big? I mean, Henry Cavill needs to be in there because he's a god.
Oh. He can't be a Russian guy. He doesn't
He
look
could,
Russian.
yeah,
though.
but he totally could pull it off. He'd
Oh,
just
he
be
has
scary
he has
and
the
like
beefiness. Yes,
Yeah.
but there's no way you'd look at him and think, "Oh, he's Russian."
True. Well, no, you're
There
right.
is a Russian actor that's in Vikings who
Okay.
I forget his name, but he could be good.
There's
like
a certain like thickness to their face. It's not their body;
Yes.
it's their face.
Yes.
Like, they've got like
that's exactly it. Yeah,
so
they have just a dense head.
yeah. So like Henry's got a thick body, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have the. He's too chiseled into the face. What
They
a
have,
weird.
They have like a loosey goosey about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are so many guys that are like your classic bad guys in movies. They could
Yeah.
be the CIA and Russian henchmen. For
But
sure.
Batista would be good.
Yes.
Yeah, he'd be great.
Dense bodyguard.
He's dense, yeah. Not like
Thick.
stupid dense. He's like,
Yeah,
he's bodily dense. He's a big guy and
Yeah.
he knows it. And he's,
Big, beefy.
He's good at playing
hard.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so good at playing that guy.
I will watch this TV. I wonder
Oh,
how it'll
100%.
translate on a TV show.
Yeah. I'm excited.
But I'll watch it.
100%.
Depends on the casting.
Here for it.
Yeah.
Here for it.
How they're going to make going through all the paperwork exciting on TV, we'll see. We'll see.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'll read about it. Do I want to watch it? I don't know.
It's going to be
They're
a lot of
gonna have
sexy
to-
actors. That's the only way to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we're done spies.
Yeah.
Next month is YA,
YA,
yet again.
Yeah, novels.
Yet again.
Our classic go-to. I like YA.
Once a year. That's all you get.
They're fun. My pick is The Project by Courtney Summers,
It looks so
which
fun.
just came out recently.
Woo. February.
Lo Denham is used to being on her own. After her parents died, Lo's sister Bay... What?
Lo and Bay.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's YA.
Join the Unity Project, leaving Lo in the care of their great aunt. Thanks to its extensive charitable work and community outreach, the Unity Project has won the hearts and minds of most in the upstate New York region. But Lo knows there's more to the group than meets the eye. She spent the last 6 years of her life trying and failing to prove it. When a man shows up at the magazine Lo works for, claiming the Unity Project killed his son,
Shit.
Lo sees the perfect opportunity to expose the group and reunite with Bay once and for all. When her investigation puts her in direct path of its leader, Lev Warren, and as Lo delves deeper into the project, the lives of its members... What? The lives of its members, it upends everything she thought she knew about her sister, herself, cults, and the
fuck.
world around her, to the point she can no longer tell what's real or true.
Yo.
Lo never thought she could afford to believe in Lev Warren, but now she doesn't know if she can afford not to.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what I just read.
I have no idea, but I love cults.
but I read the synopsis before and it sounded good.
Yeah.
So I look
No, it sounds
forward
great.
to
I
cults.
love
Love cults. And it sounds like she's going to get like sexily, mixed up with the leader.
Ooh, see, that's exciting.
Because cult leaders are always like charismatic and
Yes. Well, exactly. That's how they get followers. Yeah. And they sleep with children.
Yep.
for some
You know.
reason, people are like, I'll
Yep.
follow you and you can have sex with my 15-year-old
Cults are
daughter.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Ridiculous and
Yeah.
fascinating.
No idea. You read about them and you think, how could anyone fall for this? But so many people
So
fall
many
for
people
it.
do. It's crazy. Crazy.
Wild.
Scientology.
Wild. Yep.
So we're reading that, and then What Big Teeth is after that. I'm also going to read The Electric Something. It's about like...
I am reading.
It's about a weird portal, like post-apocalyptic, and these people are looking for this portal to like another world, I think, or something like that. It's weird. I'm
Spicy.
excited. I'm gonna read it. It's gonna happen.
I'm
review.
reading the. They're making a TV show of it. Shadow and Bone.
Oh, nice.
I'm reading all that whole series.
Yes.
So it's going to take me forever, but
that's okay.
I want to read at least the first book before the show starts.
Okay. Yeah. Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Because that will be
That's
a
coming out
BoobTube
soon.
episode. Yes, April with Ben Barnes.
Yay.
I can't wait to talk about
that's
it.
exciting.
I've had a crush on Ben Barnes since
really?
Narnia.
Oh my god.
So, years.
Wow. Yeah. Decade.
Yeah. He has been hot at every age I've been.
I'm older now. You're still hot.
He's almost 40 and he still
Really?
looks 30. And he's got that lanky British physique, but he's got a little bit more thickness to him as an adult.
Okay. Okay.
Hot. And he's playing the darkness bad guy.
Ooh. I love a good villain.
Yeah.
Love a good
A
villain.
sexy villain that you're attracted to.
All of them?
Yeah.
Hello, Lex
Just
Luthor.
like, just ruin the world. I don't even care. Just
Not
do
new
it.
Lex Luthor, but you know. Because he was like baby Lex. You know, he was
I didn't watch.
he was too much of a millennial.
I've never
Justice League
watched,
Lex Luthor.
Oh, him? No.
He was
I'm
too
not
much of a
attracted to
millennial.
him, yeah,
No,
no.
me neither. I like the cartoon Lex Luthor, the one that's like super scientist, like he's really smart, but he's such an asshole.
I can't judge. I'm attracted to so many villains.
They're just
so many.
There's something
And
so attractive
they're
about them.
inexcusably bad.
They
And I know
are.
they're bad, but
I
I'm just
know.
like, yep.
You're bad
Yep.
for me, but I want you.
Yep. Loki wanted to take over the world with an alien army, and I was like, yeah, just let him.
I mean, at the end of the day, Superman still reigns supreme for me. But you know that Superman would come home from a long, hard day of fighting evil, and I'd just be like, "Yo, Lex Luthor, he's sexy," and he'd be like, "God damn it, wife!"
Superman's so beefy.
I know.
He's the ultimate beef.
But that's the thing: when you have
He could
Superman,
launch you through a brick wall.
but when you have Superman,
Yeah.
do you just turn off your like? Are you suddenly no longer attracted to other people? No.
no, yeah, everyone's sexy. all
And then,
the
of
time.
course, because it's me, I'd still have to tell him who I'm attracted to.
I'm at a point now. Just everyone is sexy, hot.
Hey, you're hot.
Hot.
Hey.
I'm hot. You're alone.
Let's go.
You're hot. I'm alone.
alone.
But I am hot.
Hey,
also.
yes, you're hot also.
Yeah, everyone's sexy.
Everyone's
Let's
sexy.
be sexy
There
together.
you go. Hey, that's a good
Yeah.
opening line.
Everyone's sexy.
You download the app, you type that in, and you just
With age, I'm just realizing, everyone. Who am I attracted to? Is there a thick ass? I'm into it.
as long as they have one redeeming quality.
Yeah. Can you make me laugh? Are you nice?
Oh,
and are you
yeah.
thick?
Thick daddy.
Then I'm into you. Thick. Oh yeah, boy. I want to hear you walk into a room.
See, that triggers memories for me. I don't like that. I knew a guy who wore chains just because he said it makes you like noticeable
Oh,
because you're
no.
loud. I know Brandon hates this guy, but
He wore sunglasses and
he wore sunglasses
Oh.
inside. But he wore chains because he said it makes you noticeable because you're loud.
There was a brief moment in time,
So-
though, when chains were like the hot fashion.
They still are when you go to a metal show, except you have to leave them at the tent because
It
it's a
seems
a weapon.
It seems embarrassing now when you have a chain hanging out of your face. It's so 2000.
It's so 2000.
One.
It's true, yeah.
Get out of here, Hot Topic. Put your wallet in your pants, you sick fuck.
Now I just know where to steal it from. Fair enough.
Oh.
So we just watched The Pilgrim. Is it The Pilgrim or Pilgrim? I think it's
I
just
wanted to watch.
Pilgrim.
Is it good?
Holy shit! It's so
wanna watch
good. It's so
Do you have all
funny.
this- do you have
we
all
have
of
all of
season-
season 2
Okay, we should
except
watch
for
something.
Blood Moon,
We
which
should
is
watch
coming out
something.
soon.
We should watch it.
Yes. So good. So far, so good. Anyway,
We
yes,
need to eat
excellent.
and drink and
Be
watch
merry.
something.
Oh! Yes. Join us on YouTube so that you can get the bonus stuff in between because we only release an episode every other week.
2 weeks. Boy.
So, like, you know, if you want stuff in between,
Yeah.
you can get it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And on the Instagram, at the top of
I'm losing it, Chelsea.
Redacted.
Has it been like 2? I feel like it's been 2
Redacted.
hours.
Hour 20.
Redacted.
Whoa, we always have a lot to say with Alma.
Redacted.
Because she writes some fire redacted stuff.
Fire. It's redacted. Our
It's
review,
fire.
this whole episode, redacted.
Everyone's just going to hear spy crap. The CIA would never trust us with I would reveal secrets. Anyone remotely threatens me, I'll tell you
Secrets.
what you want.
I got it.
Yeah.
Here you go. It's fine.
You just pull up with a van.
What do you want to know? I'm going to tell you everything.
I'm not going in a van.
Meanwhile, they're just like, do you want to buy a pineapple? Ananas.
C'est une ananas.
Ananas.
Fucking French.
In every language, it's ananas. In English, it's pineapple. What? Fucking what?
Ananas. We had to learn French with that fucking French pineapple that looked like it would haunt your dreams.
All I remember is bonhomme. Bonhomme de neige.
Fuck, I hated French class.
They didn't make it fun, that's for sure.
No. Do I remember French?
No.
None of it. I had to take that
For years. Yeah. It wasn't
I
a good
learned
class.
nothing.
Yeah, could have been done better. Note to you, education system. Do better.
And let us pick the language. I wanted to learn Italian.
Fair
'cause I'm
enough.
fucking Italian. And people
Samesies.
speak Italian to me, not fucking French.
Same. True.
Let us learn the languages we want.
Quebec doesn't like us anyway.
Yeah, they're a whole new breed of French.
They don't like us.
Yeah.
They're like, Ontario, ew.
They're part of us, but they're like, no.
No, it's like the tumor growing on your face. I mean, I love Quebec. It's great. But like, they don't like me.
Yeah, I've had some bad times in Quebec.
Quebecois.
Quebecois.
Anyway, we're going to leave before this gets too out of hand.
Fun of the French, I'm sorry.
No, we like them. They're great.
They just don't sell them well in school. French in school made me hate the French. I'm sorry.
The French language?
Yeah.
Well, because they were so weird
It's
about
such
it.
a dumb class. What did they even teach us?
It's because they taught us poorly. But how, then again, how do you teach children?
Yeah. I'm just saying they really ruined it for everyone.
True.
They should have taught that better. But
Word.
Whatever.
Word up. Anywho, join us next month for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
That was Beatrice Hotbottom.
That was Nightingale some Nightshade. Poison.
Redacted.
Who knows who she is?
Stay excellent. Redacted. Bye.
Bye.